What's up, fam?
This place was bad enough before the Deathscourge. Now it... I remember what it was like to be blind. This used to be a fertile land, with lakes, forests, all of it. Now it's blasted deserts and dried up seas. Anything that lives here is simply stubborn enough.
That's the most apt description of Thirdborn I've ever heard.
Maybe you will, but what about poor Kai? Huh? What about him? Just keep your head and you'll be fine. Let me look out for the others. What do you need? Right. What do you need? They say this used to all be underwater until something happened that cracked open the ground and swallowed the seas. Makes sense to me. If you dig far enough, you'll find strange things like old fish bones that don't make sense in a place like this. I think that's why Thirdborn appeals to the Rowatayans so much. Like, there's an ancestral connection with what the land used to be. Or maybe they just like fishing off the coast. What do I know?
Hey, what's up, buddy? How's your Saturday going? Great. Good to hear. Can you hear me, talking okay?
Right.
Sweet.
This might be good information for you.
Great, man.
Since I don't know if Adir has wastelands like this. Shatterscarp doesn't want to kill you, really, but it isn't interested in helping you survive either. The key here is water and shade. Cover your skin, or it'll be dried out in no time and you'll be as red as a Balrog's throat. You might be worried about saving water, but what you want to do is try not to sweat. Stay in shade as much as you can. And don't drink the water from the plants out here. They're all full of parasites and poisons. Getting sick out here is the worst.
Cool, man. Well, thanks for all your help helping me troubleshoot.
Right. Changing the subject. You too.
Tell me, where... I don't leave Emerald Stair often enough. With everything going on, there's been... My city had to burn down before I could take a vacation. Sorry. I'm in a mood, if you couldn't tell.
In a mood, if you couldn't tell. Talk about it?
Only if you can stand the ramblings of a depressed bookworm. I used to think I had it all figured out. The Living
got about
Lands
50,
proved me wrong
50,
in
60
so
hours
many
in.
ways. This entire island is the prison of a mad god. All we're missing is the juggling act. Maybe I'm being melodramatic, or maybe I'm not used to seeing things clearly. But what if animancy has no future in the Living Lands? What if my entire career was a mistake?
Having an existential crisis in a video game. I think I'm gonna play her psychologist over through this trying time during this cataclysm that's happening across the living land.
Did I? After what happened to my parents,
You like it? Like Mortal
I
Kombat
always thought the
pretty good?
path chose me. You're a good listener as always, but I've taken enough of your time. I'll be fine, really.
Which Mortal Kombat
I'm not the
are you
first
talking about?
animancer to question her life choices,
What platform?
and I
The
won't
mobile
be the
game you're telling
last.
me? Is that the mobile? Okay, cool. How much, okay. Yeah, I had thought about checking that out. PS5 on the Instant Network. Download it for a couple months. Like, oh, got it, but I was limited on space, and that was on the to get a SSD from my PlayStation. Names on it. It's on my game cloud though. Network cloud for PlayStation. I think I can download. Yeah, dude, I grew up on Mortal Kombat. Like the originals. That's when all the parents started having a hissy about video games being violent. Children of the game. How about now? Now that I'm in the mic, can you hear me a lot better? Yeah, that was good times, man. Back when parents really had a conniption fit. They're like, these games are too graphic. So did you know? Fun fact. Mortal Kombat 1 came out with blood. So every time you'd hit your opponent, you know, it'd spill blood on the ground, especially finishing moves and fatalities, things like that. Mortal Kombat 2, 3, and so on, they put green, or they'd make it gray. You couldn't see the red in any of the tints. And it was because of all of the fits that parents were pitching over the game being too graphic. So they changed it from blood to juices, I guess. I don't know. And that's how they were able to get by with it. And then other games like Killer Instinct Gold and Tekken and all of the other fighting games came along, and they were 10 times more graphic than Mortal Kombat ever could have been. So they kind of just let it go from that point on. But yeah, it was good times. Good times in the video game world back in the early and mid-90s.
Pleasant dreams.
Can you hear me better, though, on the mic?
Kai,
with the background music
you've killed
playing?
People before?
Good evening to you, too.
Okay, cool. Whoops.
And
No problem, man. If you're ever having technical issues, just let me know. We'll try to sort through it, because if you're having them, other people are probably having them.
Let's finish this.
Those dream crawls are at Third Ward's gates. Come on, we gotta help.
Patience. I'm almost ready. The city is under attack. Let's not waste it. Quick as a fox.
Are you kidding me? Oh, that's one of ours. That's why. I'm like, why is it not killing this dude? There are people. That's why.
The branch breaks. Dream with us. Only a dream.
On now.
Disturbs us.
One for you.
That's how you do it right there, son. Done? Get that job done. The language.
You've got better aim than this one's mine. Let's see what you got.
No, I was gonna play a little bit today, but like I said, I'm trying to get some Xbox games in before my trial expires tomorrow.
Ugly bastards, aren't they?
The dream throw. But they did.
But I can play.
They're just going to
I can
pretend
play
like
here in a
nothing
little while
happened.
if you want.
Yeah.
If you want to check it out, because there's a. They announced that the new patch is supposed to be released in April. I think April 4th or 7th, sometime around the same time. Another game's supposed to be launching.
Hold it right there, Adiran. What are your intentions in town? Been sick? Strange dreams lately?
Relax, Daran. The only
Daran.
strange dreams we've had involve your mother.
Shit. Kai? What are you doing here? Temerty's gonna have a fit.
Oh, they talk so much crap to each other in this game. It's hilarious.
I, left without saying my goodbyes.
Kai shouldn't be here. None of you should be here. Huh. You're with the Adirans now?
I'm with the Envoy, and we're against the Deathscourge.
And you should respect our authority to protect Thirdborn from unknown dangers like you.
Come on, Darren. They slew those dream thralls for us. I doubt she could have done that if she was sick. I, for one, thank you. We couldn't take him on our own.
Are you smoking Svef? The Adirans raised
Wonder what Svev
Fior.
is.
We'll be next.
We're trying to remain 2 steps ahead of them. You can help us by getting out of our way.
Darren, can you get
It's
on
good
with
stuff. I'm loving the roast in these games.
Fine. All right. I can't keep you out if you're not sick anyway. We just have to take precautions. Everyone in Thirdborn has lost someone. Pass on through, but report any symptoms you see to the Tiranui. They're responsible for keeping law and order around here.
Law and order. This place has gone downhill.
We better get to clearing out these corpses.
So, yeah, Chimera, if you hadn't picked up, this is like a poor man's Skyrim, basically. Is what I'm getting out of it. It's a Skyrim wannabe, but there's a little more dimensionality behind it. Like the companions, I can choose my companions, and each of those guys bring skills. But my skill sets down here, my hot skills, I can set those. And it's a combination of my skills and my companion skills. So if I have another companion like Marius, my little dwarf ranger friend, he'll have a different set of skills. But his skills are similar to mine because we're both rangers, so I don't really need his skill set in addition to mine. But both of theirs are starkly different than my skill set. She's more of a healer and a lightning attack. He's more of a tank, and he diverts the aggro, and he DPSs as well. He's got, the blunderbuss, and he can do ground slams and stun people. So between the three of us, we're a pretty cool little team.
The attack seems to be over. Everyone okay? That was...
Go up here and collect this bounty real quick, or this side quest.
Godlike! Winds above! You're really here!
Chico? When did you get so tall? I
Dang, this
almost
dude
didn't
knows
recognize
everybody.
you.
Kai!
Yeah,
You're here too?
it's a
Now
strategy
I know
RPG.
Thirdborn is in good hands. We've got to do something about the Deathscourge. It's worse every day. One of our neighbors wasn't himself, and we can't afford to lose anyone. We need people who will fight back. People like Kai, and my uncle Capo.
Me? You don't know what you're saying. Believe me. But Capo, he's the real deal. That old salt's a monster slayer.
That Leviathan hanging over the market? That was his work.
Should you get this game? I wouldn't spend money on it, honestly. Yeah, I got it because it was free through the Game Pass. If you've got Game Pass and you can get it, I would go ahead and get it because it is a lot of fun. It is way more fun than I thought it would be. But if you have to spend money on it, I would save my money for a better game like Skyrim, honestly, in my opinion. But if you could get this one for free or little to no money, like $5 or less, if it's on like a holiday sale or something like Steam does. Okay, yeah, if you have Game Pass, definitely get it, for sure. It's a lot of fun, especially if you've got the space. I can't remember how big this one was, maybe 150 gigs, maybe? I can't remember.
Exactly. Uncle
But yeah,
Capo's
it's a lot of
the
fun,
greatest
man.
warrior Thirdborn's
It's
ever
single
seen.
player, just like Skyrim, though.
But, well, Thirdborn hasn't seen the Capo I know in a long time. I've
Once we
tried
finish this
everything
dialogue,
to convince him to get out of the house.
I'll show
Maybe
you the
old
skill
now,
set.
But we can still use his experience. If Thirdborn could see him up on... I hate to He's tired of hearing...
Alright. So go into our character log screen. Get your abilities up here. So this breaks down all the classes. And like I said, I'm running Ranger, but you can have secondary classes too. Like if you wanted to run like a Templar, your primary build would be Fighter, but then you could probably run a Wizard setup as a secondary if you wanted. You don't have to be married to just one build out, but the game kind of forces you to follow a class type while playing, just like the strategy aspect you ask about. If you don't have a specific type of build that excels in one of the key components of an RPG, like DPS, healing, or tanking, then it's really hard to get the ebb and the flow of the game. But if you just commit yourself to a type of character, in my case, I'm DPS because I have a healer and I have a tank, it works extremely well, if that makes sense. But anyway, you can see you unlock your skills as you level up. Currently 13, about to hit 14. And my primary tree is the Ranger, secondary with the Fighter or the Warrior, just because there are some points in the game where you have to use special abilities, like this one is a charge. And you'll read over here on the right side that the charge: dash forward and smash into anything in your way, interrupting enemies and dealing explosive damage to break enemy blocks, destroy walls, which that's the important one, and shatter frozen enemies for bonus damage. Destroy walls. There are a lot of hidden side areas in the game, just like Skyrim and any other RPG, but a lot of those require the use of smashing through a rubble wall to get to these secret places. And none of the companions that I have picked up have that type of ability. Meaning I can't just send him into the wall like I can do with some of the electrical trips where Giada, or whatever her name is, shoots the electrical arrow. at the tripping mechanism to activate whatever it is I need to activate, there's some that you have to smash through a wall. So I have that ability just because nothing else gives me that ability. Otherwise, I wouldn't even have it. But things like toughness, where it increases your maximum health, critical hits, which are absolutely necessary as any DPS build. And since I'm running a blunderbuss and the shield melee combo, I will use this as my secondaries, kind of beef up my close combat situations. And then in Ranger, you know, you've got increases your damage with the stuff that Rangers use, so on and so forth. The Wizard, you can see they specialize in different abilities, but they're all ranged, and they all use, like, yeah, the game's called Avowed, but it uses armor types just like you're used to: light, medium, and heavy. You know, I've only got, I just emptied out my stash and cleared everything out, but I'm running medium armor. You can see what all of that does. Pretty cool. There's your crafting materials. Of course, all of your cooking materials. Just like any good old-fashioned RPG would have. But yeah, Avowed is the name of the game. It's got an image of like a skeleton soldier with colorful growth. Looks like colorful fungus growing all over him on the cover. I don't know if you saw it at the start of the stream, but it had the cover of the game highlighted.
If you
Bulletin
need
board here.
skates, we got
Bounties.
things for you to put him out of his misery. I've heard it. Let me know when you've taken care of the zone.
Mr. Ito has had trouble with crews.
Ah, hello, stranger. Welcome to Thirdborn. How can the Tiranui help?
We just keep the peace in and... Used to break up tavern brawls and heated quarrels. Now you're, what, supervising everyone who's guarding...
We're just a bit overwhelmed right now. Apparently, some here think I'm not doing enough. I'd like to see them try.
Huh. That's weird. I wonder why it won't let you download it for the S. I have Game Pass on my PC, so that's how I'm running it. I don't have an Xbox otherwise.
Okay, well, don't do it again unless you got something to show me.
Okay, my bad, dude. Jeez, people here are just so friendly.
Who needs fabric? We still have stock.
When you hear that chiming sound, I don't know if you could hear it. That means like there's a loot place close by. Something that has loot, like this bag. Can you hear that tingling? Nah, hold on, I'll turn it up. Can you hear that tingling? Yeah, if you can hear that, yeah, that's how you know there's loot around. You can't see it, it's not on the map, but you'll hear it as you're passing by, so you have to pay attention to stuff like that. But that sucks, it won't let you download it for the S, man. That's doo-doo, son. That is doo-doo, son. Definition of it. Nice, got some high crafting leather. And upgrade my chest piece. You got any plans going on for the rest of your weekend?
If you need something, get over here and talk to me.
Huh. Yeah, it is a different console. I forget about that. Like I say, I don't have an Xbox at all. I have a PC. It lets me download it. Seems like if you have Game Pass, it should let you do whatever you want to do. Where is this dude?
What's taking you so long?
Oh, my bad. He's sitting there.
Oh, let me guess. My Nikai sent you. That kid's been muttering about sending some new hero by.
Old man Capo. Glad to see you're still kicking around.
Kai, what rock have you been hiding under? Those scales are looking rougher since I last saw you.
Your eyesight finally going? But we didn't come here to talk about my handsome mug. That Nikai of yours still getting underfoot, I take it?
Ah, like a cannonball on a rolling deck, that kid. Damn child won't stop hovering over me. They keep trying to send so-called heroes over to cheer me up, but there's not much point these days. Back when Thirdborn was no more than a husk on the cliffside, we had real heroes. I've slain 1,000 Zorips, wrestled rock beetles, even slew the Leviathan. Ah, let me tell you. I had but a few harpoons and a single boat that morning.
Here we go.
It had taken days to track the creature. My food and water were running out. When I found it, the beast heaved itself up from the water and crashed down onto me. And there, I thrust a harpoon deep into its belly and killed it. Oh, it took days to tow its body back on the flotsam of my boat.
I love the story, even if the fish gets bigger every time.
Ah, well, those days are long past. I'm a sick old man now. Not much I can do in Thirdborn anymore. Still, maybe Chico was onto something when they sent you. You're the one who cleared the dream thralls at the gates, aren't you?
Yep.
Ah, good to know someone is looking out for Thirdborn at least. I tell you what. This old man would like to ask a boon of you. One hero to another. I promise it'll be worth your while. I want to see my heart one last time. Will you get it for me? Oh, good, good. A Leviathan heart is a rare thing. When left out in the air, it becomes as hard as Adra, and 100 times as valuable. And I had the only one in the living lands. I couldn't just leave it on my kitchen table now, could I? No, I kept it safe, hidden up in the godless ruin along the coast. But now, I'm dying. I can feel it in my bones. I don't have long, and I'd like to see my... Get it for me. Beyond that...
Thanks for the tip. We would have
Good luck, God.
I guess we're gonna go pick up this dude's Glory Days trophy.
Isn't this a surprise? Giada, come say hello.
Who said that?
You there, the one with the face. Perhaps I could entice you with riches and Hello, friend. Has anyone mentioned you look especially fungal today? Really, it's radiant. I've got a bit of a personal matter. Oh, an envoy from that place with the thing. So impressive. Look, there's a great reward in it. Wow, you're a real go-getter. I like that. Long story short, my friend, I ordered some goods, something I'd rather. So, I'm quite desperate. My supplier has sequestered them. They communicate through graffiti, if you can believe it. I've not been able to find any of it, though. Maybe you'll have better luck. Look, it wasn't my idea. I assume it's mostly to make sure Hajime doesn't find them. Ah, good. Thank you. Well, looks like you best be off. Be sure to get there and back quick as you can. I'll be here waiting. Don't forget your friend Daiko and his completely legal package that you said you'd pick up.
Fish! Get your fish!
Oh, maybe.
Damn my dear envoy. I envy.
He's practically in a deer.
How I miss the sight of your strapping. I'm afraid I don't make it down the coast much anymore.
Did you see one of those options?
Not since the loss of my men.
They'll talk smack
I'm
to each other,
wandering.
like,
Forgive
really
me,
explicit
envoy.
stuff. Like,
This land
yeah,
takes
you're
its
hot.
toll on my
Yeah,
mind and
yeah,
spirit
yeah,
both.
that kind of stuff.
I am Nagunu, beleaguered captain of an incorrigibly roustabout crew.
And it's weird because I'm a dude
Dear
playing a chick,
Tawe,
and I'm just like,
Koa,
I'm not engaging.
They
in
saw
crap
Adir
talking
with
between
me,
you two.
then abandoned me here.
Maybe the barkeep should.
I am drunk on memory only. I only wish I could invite my crew to... Is that so? You see, would you... I knew that if any... Just to the northeast, living by an oasis in the Sand Sea. No but that's our Tawe. Deathly serious, Koa was, about every little thing. He always had a friend. She's a scholar of munitions, happier in the hold with gunpowder than out beneath the sky.
Get an upgrade to my
I
rifle.
expect she's still holed up in the mine. Of course. Oath binding.
Today, another drunkard. Welcome to the Dead Swordfish. I wondered when I... What can I do for you? Are you kidding? After what you did at the gates? Anybody who's anybody comes through my tavern. Now, did you want something, or are you just here to see me? That's an understatement. You want to hawk wares, you come to Thirdborn. Legitimate, or, well, you know. Nothing like Paradise, of course. But people here are a little more forgiving than the Adirans. Oh, no offense. You're not shy about your opinions, are you? You're practically local. Actually, I've been waiting for a few barrels of mead to come through. My supplier, Falkeen, has been sitting on it. Some Adiran oomph should change his mind. I'd be happy to reward you if you don't mind talking to him.
Sure.
Now, did you want something, or are you just here to see me?
Ooh, yay, some boots. Those are nice. Did I get them? What do you say, come here? Should I buy me some new boots and new greaves? See what happens.
If you're going out to the... To the Highlands, watch your back. They're dangerous.
It's not much better than what I had. The increase...
the godlike hero. You're back.
The increase in health from all sources is a big big plus, but the amount of protection it offered me, armor-wise, is about the same. Sell some stuff. Rock and roll. Money's not hard to come by. People love giving you money in a game when you do stuff for them. It's really easy to come by, actually. Out! Chill out, man. We're doing something over here. See? Look. Look, there's some arrows.
Subtle. Next time they ought to go for X marks the spot.
Has to dry lake bed, follow the arrows, and find us under the X. Northwest side. Okay, I guess we'll have to go out of Thirdborn. Best to be up that way. That's where we'll go next. Go complete the main objective and get out of here. Out, knock it off, dude.
Why do you spend so much on glaze, Merrick? Your pots look fine.
Burns for ashes. Supposed to look dignified on a shelf.
They're dead. Seems like a waste of coin to me.
Money.
Yeah, I'm not taking advice from someone who makes bowls of shit.
Man, all that's really good crafting stuff. You have to craft in your camp, though. That's the only thing that kind of sucks.
What?
And they stole your research?
God, yes, I know that. I've had my hands full. Winds above, yes. Paradise under lockdown for your... Fine. Tell Cynthia I'll have a shipment over to her by sundown. Gods preserve me.
That was easy. Didn't even mean to talk to that dude. Trying to read his letter. Pretty cool. Alright, this is who we needed to talk to.
Oh, gods. And Adiran, what is it this time?
Don't worry, darling. The official Adiran envoy is here at my request.
What I want to know is why she's in the company of one of our own.
I meant to stop by, but I guess time got away from me.
I'll deal with you later. We have unfinished business. But your friend has some explaining to do. Why have you come to Thirdborn? After what your people did in Emerald Stair, I can't imagine you carry an edict of friendship with you. No, Adir just supports her. In arms, politics, and kith.
Dude.
I know you're upset, Tamati, but don't take it out on us. I'm furious too, darling. That monster stole my research as she burned my home. But you know, if this Adiran was untrustworthy, I'd kill her myself.
I apologize, Envoy. Eagle's Reach is a slaughterhouse. Dreamthralls siege our gates day and night. People are hungry, and I have not slept in days. So my temper is a powder keg, I'm afraid. This isn't a courtesy visit, is it? I assume you're here delivering a message on behalf... Does she intend to raise our home as well?
Maybe worse. Ludwine's goons stole all my research on the godless back in Fjord, and now she's a little too interested in the godless ruins here.
What do you mean? Andra's depths. If I could help you, I would. The fact of the matter is, I'm in over my head already. I can't even protect the ruins myself. The Archmage Ringrim has warped the very reality of Shatterscarp. Let's just say there's a magical barrier around the ruins now. No one's getting in or out without Ringgrim's say-so.
Ringrim? Another person we have to talk to.
As in from the Circle of Archmagi? She's here?
The very one. I feared you'd be excited. Her presence isn't a good thing, Yatsley. She flew into the Shark's Teeth a few weeks ago, and now that area is an impenetrable wasteland of ice. I heard there's an Adiran who had his mind utterly broken by her. He's still lost out there as far as I know.
So we're gonna find him too.
Think she's trying to stop the Dreamscourge too?
But why Naku Kubel specifically? The ruins have stood for centuries, and there are plenty of other places to look at dream thralls. The Circle of Archmagi don't get involved unless there's something they can gain. They're not really known for their altruism. Look at the Siege of Craghold. And that was just so that Lengrath could try and show up Consulhot.
The truth is, I'm up to my neck in catastrophes. Between the horde of dream thralls pounding on our gates and trying to keep peace with Adir, I've had to station guards on our borders to control who goes in and out, just to keep everyone safe. I never thought I'd say this, but the Archmage is the least of my concerns. So, Ludwine wants the ruins, but even if I wanted to give them over, Ringrim controls them.
Better to march into danger than have it take you by surprise. Besides, this is the right crew to do it with.
You know?
Look on the bright side. If we survive this, it'll make a great story.
When an Archmage like Ringgrim decides they don't want to be disturbed, they make sure of it. There are rumors she uses the bones of the ancient dead to guard her domain.
Anytime we get into shenanigans, I look at my buddies and I say, hey, just think about it. If we get through this unscathed, at least we'll have a cool story to tell.
Yes, and please, I don't need to know more. Ringrim's given me and my troops enough nightmares already. I wouldn't blame you if you choose to run away. But if you want to find Ringgrim, head east of here, go past the Pargunan ruins, and when you see the ice, you're there.
Cool, thanks for the
and
directions.
Yatsley.
Oh, don't worry.
That's what I'm... Good. It might convince her to keep you safe, too. One last thing. Once you had a moment to settle in with Yatsley, come back and speak with me. I need your help with something.
How exciting. We're off to see an Archmage. I've just the fragrance for such an occasion. I want to make sure I smell my best when she kills us. Meet me by the tavern when you're ready to head out. Make sure all your gear is up to snuff. We are meeting an Archmage, after all.
Now I'm feeling underdressed.
Thank you for returning. I wish I could say it. Some young idiot Thirdborners decided they'd form their own militia to protect the region, and now, predictably, they're... That'd be correct. Idiots decided they'd train themselves by taking on the Zarops out in the Deadfall Highlands. Figure out what happened, report back, and I'll scrounge up some change for you. I need a...
Hear chingling dingling.
Fish! Get your fish!
Don't forget your friend Daiko and his completely legal package that you said you'd pick up.
Ah, the godlike. You did. Fantastic. Here. Need anything else?
I don't have enough for that. So in due time, I suppose. You're still on, homie.
Be nice if we had guns like.
Let me know if you need something. Best weapons this side of Abidan's forge. I'll be damned. Never thought I'd see star metal in my lifetime. Short answer, no. Long answer, still no. But the Forge Master in Solace Keep is probably your best bet if you're looking for someone who does.
Come on, where's your sense of adventure? No one can swing a hammer like you.
If you knew how rare this stuff is, you wouldn't ask me to risk it.
All right, I said she would. You said she wouldn't. There's your bet.
Ismolt's meteoric apparatus. She's a beauty, isn't she? A traveler sold it to me ages ago. Poor bastard went up against something big out in the Highlands, limped back to town, and died a few days later. Needed the money to ship his body home. I hated to take it from him. Still, Adra inlay, brass filigree, whew. She could use a strong hand. You interested?
Let's see how much it is.
If the stories I hear are anything to go by, like a kick in the teeth.
Well, I can't afford any of this stuff. That's doo-doo, son. Lee, look at that. I guess you were right. I should have saved my money. Oh, me. Maybe next time. What's this nonsense? That's the Leviathan they were talking about. Big old
Don't tell me you're
whale or whatever that
we
is.
need to make bandages. I don't know what you expect me to do. I can't just make more linen out of thin air. What am I supposed to do? Do you want everyone to bleed out?
Who needs fabric? We still have stock.
That's crazy expensive, yeah, man. It'll be alright, though. We'll get it. Nice weapons.
How do you feel about poetry?
Poetry? Why the hell are you...
I like that. It's a cloaking activism. It makes you invisible. It does drain your essence a lot, though. But it's not really that useful, I have learned. Like, as soon as you fire, you become uncloaked. Kind of like Sniper in Space Marines, you know.
What the hell are you asking me about poetry?
Do you like it? Oh, come on, you can tell me. Say a few lines of poetry. No, I don't. But I wanted to be sure, okay? They said that's the first line.
I thought having fungus
Okay, it said that the spot was northwest of town. The northwest of town near the dried lake bed or something. Right. Kinda looks like a dried lake bed right there. Oh, da-da-da. Oh yeah, I remember that. I've been in that tower. Northwest of town even claims that an X marked spot. Hopefully there be more arrows out in the wilds. Studying the graffiti closely, you know exactly where to find the meeting spot. Okay. There's the ancient lake bed right there. I guess we'll just head that way then. What'd I tell you? Whenever you get tired of watching me play this one, man, just let me know and we'll switch over to Paths of Exile. I still need to finish a couple of my chores. Yeah, I need to go vacuum and stuff here in a little bit, but that can, you know, it can wait till winter.
Steve! Swarm! Devour! Enemy to the right!
Nothing like a win with a good team.
Did you hear what I said about Path of Exile? If you get tired of watching me play Avowed, I can switch it over to that. It's no problem. Look, some arrows. More arrows. We must be on the right path. I don't see any arrows around here though. Any graffiti arrows anywhere? There's one. You say so, man. I just don't want you to get bored.
I used to love stargazing up here. Camp on one of these buttes, and you've got a defensible position.
Thought there's another speedy thing. There's a whole slew of dudes inside this thing. Around them. Those look fun. Save them for another time, though.
This is bad. This is so bad. What'll I tell everyone back home? Oh, praise Andra. Help at last. My squad and I rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed by those miserable Zorips. I was so surprised, and it was so dark. Look, I can't face those monsters alone. But Oh, Temerity sent you. I suppose I'm... Well, yeah. We made badges together before we came out here. And everyone should still have theirs. Find those, and you'll find the squad.
Okay. Hang on, Naoki. We didn't agree to anything.
Be sure to come back as soon as you learn anything.
What? What is that?
Ah, a fellow nothing to peddle here. Former Thirdborn has the Deathscourge. I tried to tell them my
For the same reason we're not using Adra to cure headaches.
Nonsense! My grandfather sailed the high seas but it's no use. Thirdborn's past saving. Now, if you don't... The better question is why you're not running from a soul plague. And I'm far too pressed for time to... Ingrates.
Looky there, there's a cave. Probably be a good spot to hide something.
Give me a second. Speed up. Almost ready.
I was worried for a second.
Me too.
Hey, you there. Got some interesting wares if you've got coin. Good. Looks like you still... I've built up quite a collection over the years. They are, but that's the way...
Holy crap. Yeah, it's all gonna be high end.
I'll give. You come by as soon as you do.
Okay, I think I need to go up on that little rock cliff thing. Oh, hey, looky there. See? Go.
Show me what you got. Nice shot.
Another soul for the wheel. Not bad, envoy.
Is that all you got?
We've got a customer. Greetings and salutations. But once you stop. No, my vision's perfect. It probably wasn't even venomous. The bite's not even that itchy. I appreciate the concern. Really? Daikos? Can I ask just what he expected? Did he think... Oh, really? You just took a job? Daiko didn't tell you anything? It's just like Daiko. Now that I've done all the legwork, he just wants to swoop in and take half of everything. He's always been like this ever since we were children. Clearly, I'm the more industrious brother. Why? What part of illegal substance did... Why did you have to bring my brothers into... Exile? What are a few crimes between... This is what I get for mixing business. I thought that since Daiko and I were twins, we'd be similar in... Yeah, did I not say that? Honestly, ever since I got bitten, I'm sure those two things aren't related. You know what? It doesn't matter. As long as I get paid. Here's the package you wanted. That'll... Really? Huh. Where did I put your payment then? Well, the customer is always right, so... Here, hopefully this will cover it. Oh, and be careful. It's supposed to be an especially potent batch.
I just
Tell
stole
your
some
friends,
money from this dude.
the
I
friends
lied to him.
not right here with you, I mean. Actually, before you go. Oh.
Oh, shit! Is Aiko dead? I told him that spider bite wasn't supposed to be the size of a melon. Didn't I, Shizu? Well, shit, well, shit.
What do we do now?
Well, maybe if we're quick, the animancers and Fewer can fix them right up. Put them to work setting up their new farms.
I didn't know Aiko was interested in farming.
All right, Aiko was the one with the sense of humor. Well, shit.
What do we do now?
Well, maybe if we're quick, the animancers and Fewer can fix them right up. Put them to work setting up their new farms.
All right, well that was one. All these. Right. And then I stole his money right before he died. Like, I have no regrets about that at all. He gave me the package, then gave me another 300 coin on top of it, and then died. Like, boop. Okay, cool, man, whatever you say. Going behind us. The other way. Down. Gotta go down, down. In a dry lake bed. Ah, that's too far, man. We're supposed to jump out that far. Looks like we're getting ready to fight that thing. Whatever's up there. How about let's go get the high ground? Shall we? Yep, pretty much. That's how it goes, man. Man, he's like right over here somewhere. That's right. $10 if something jumps out as soon as I pick up his package. Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a nice bow. surprised nothing come out and killed me. Or tried to, at least. What's that down there?
Good shooting, Kai.
I didn't shoot anything, though. I did. They don't just give you good stuff like this and only let you kill 1 or 2 dudes before it's said and done. So, what is going on? Alright. It's up there. Okay, that's right.
Give me a target. Hey! Over
here! We see you!
We make a good squad.
More up there. But we'll save them for another time. Ah! That's how they sounded when they died. You hear it?
Thirdborn. If it weren't for the Leviathan skeleton in the middle of town, I'd hardly recognize the place. Well, that's what I'm trying to nail. You ever come back to a place and feel like the building? Something to be said. Thirdborn was a harbor for large glory seekers. I guess it felt like being back. Yeah, but I think what's eating at the Deathscourge is one threat. The Living Lands is changing, and Temerity's leading them as best she can, but towards what? What are we doing out here besides? Or it'll go the way of the godless and their ruins. Not sure which idea makes me... What about you? You were sent by your emperor to investigate the Deathscourge. Since then, you've died, met a secret god, and gotten swept up in tensions between your empire and our scattered settlements. You released Igwolf, but you didn't stop the Steelgrowth's attack on Fjord. Do you know what you're sailing towards, or are you drifting with the tides? And that kind of clarity is rare. Thanks for talking. I hope Thirdborn is able to find a marker of his service to Thirdborn's defense. And something that helped.
You always hope it won't come to that.
You hope it won't, but it's an old Rauatayan naval tradition that Thirdborn's and another debt I owe him. The story goes that a lot of the first arrivals were Rauatayans without other prospects, too low on the ladder to take over the family trade, too poor to learn another. Exactly. Rauatai's an inhospitable environment, to say the least, so my people have a proud tradition of seeking our fortunes elsewhere. Rauatai's got a big navy that always needs fresh blood, and there are plenty of opportunities. Of course not. But they're not the ones who built it. It started as a convenient harbor for pirates and mercs to lie low. Bold, or desperate, fishing crews from Rauatai would follow seasonal catches out here. Over time, those early arrivals, that brought in a steady people looking for fresh adventure. Your words. I've got a lot of and the longer until you came along. Thirdborn's missing a lot of familiar, like they're cut from a different cloth.
This plague is tearing everything apart at the seams. Healing me.
Maybe you're both right. Thirdborn's only survived because I just hope the people living behind those... Night, envoy.
The Dreamscourge. If we don't put a stop to it, we're looking at the end of the living lands. How can anyone they have... The steel garrote are a weapon. It's too bad. You really think I don't... Despite everything that's in... No, she's an... Well, why? She's a smart... We should be ready for...
Alright.
Thanks for talking.
Let's upgrade some stuff.
Guy. Hey, can I borrow your pistol?
I don't... Usually lend it out. Why?
I was hoping to make a few simple modifications.
Seeds of change. Their petals sprout across the barren land. They sing to the unwanted. The soil remembers what it once was. It will soon be whole. Say, a name given to the land. Not... The soil does not want these cities. It yearns for silence. But first, the sprouted ones will grow. They will bring the still...
It's about this... Okay, so... Think of it as, you know, medieval times, and everyone's expanding out across the globe, and we're all under the reach of this Adirian Empire. And the Emperor has sent me, the envoy, out into these wild lands to figure out what is causing all of the problems that the townsfolk keep reporting on, like failed crops, animals leaving in droves from lands because the lands are dying, and on top of that, animals are mutating into these wild creatures that are killing everybody, in addition to people going crazy and turning into these monstrosities, killing everybody. And they don't know what's causing it, but they put a name to it called the Deathscourge. And the Deathscourge is basically like this virus that's choking out the life essence of the lands. Meanwhile, your character is what they call a godlike. And godlikes are a rare breed of human that are directly connected to the gods of the old world somehow. And the lore is that the gods would walk the earth with their godlikes. So you would kind of interact hand in hand with a god of some sort. And that's what godlikes were, but they, like, over time, the gods left the lands, or the people there claim that the gods abandoned the lands and exiled all of the people to damnation or whatever. They all believe it's all superstitious stuff. And she is on a mission to figure out exactly what is causing it. And she's not going on hearsay or lore. She's going on facts and scientific evidence that you're finding along the way. And what you're learning is that her god that she's connected to, this godlike, is this being that she is interacting with in her dreams. And a lot of the resources in the game have a lot to do with people interacting with souls, or what they call essence. They call souls essence in this game. And there's a group of people called animancers who, that's what Giada, the girl in our group, she's an animancer. And these are basically sorcerers that play with that life source energy. And Adra is the stone, this yellow stone that you use to upgrade your gear, your weapons. You can trade it for currency, but the Adra specifically is a conduit that channels the spirit from this realm into the afterlife, or what they call the wheel. So when you kill someone, they say you send them to the wheel, and they go through this reincarnation process, and then blah, 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 blah. That's what the game's about. So you're trying to figure out where this Deathscourge is coming from, what's causing it, and why it's trying to choke out everything in the land. This god that is communicating with you as this godlike creature, the god is, you're learning that it's an entity that is literally trapped in a physical place, and we are on our way to that place, and it's called the garden. But you don't know what the garden is, you don't know where the garden is. You have to talk to people along the way to figure that out. But she's being held prisoner there. This god is being held prisoner there. And you don't know, you're really suspicious. You don't know if its intentions are good or bad. But you also find out that the Deathscourge is also connected to that place. Now, is the god that's talking to you the Deathscourge? Are those one and the same? We don't know. She's leading you to believe that she's being choked out by this Deathscourge that's moving through the lands. But everyone else is talking about the sources being in the same place. You don't know if the Deathscourge is holding your god prisoner, and that's why they want to escape. But there's some communication in the dialogue between you and this god to make you feel like they're not as omniscient and all-knowing as a god should be. So it makes you really suspicious, and you're like, why am I trying to release this god prisoner? If you're a god, why don't you release yourself? And, the god's like, oh, no, we misspoke, we're sorry, we didn't mean it that way. And you're like, what? So that's kind of where you're at. You're just this weird, ambivalent, in-between stage of figuring out what's wrong, what's causing it, and where you need to go, and how it's all tied together. So I'm about mid-game now, moving into endgame, and we're going to figure out how the Deathscourge is tied to the god that's talking to me and everything else you're seeing in the game. It's pretty crazy, and it's really in-depth, but it's really fun. It's really addictive, because now I really want to know what's causing all this. But if you'll give me 5 minutes, I need to take a break, just to take a step away and regain, get my eyes uncrossed. But I will be right back. Give me like 5 minutes, man.
charm. Your Emperor has chosen you as our envoy to the living lands. That wild frontier suffers from the Dreamscourge. Find the root of this terrible plague and put an end to it.
He is wrong. The Dreamscourge is but a symptom of a deeper, more dangerous rot. Go, tame the chaos that plagues the living lands, so that those who remain standing can shape its future.
They both deceive you. There is more wonder in this world than eyes alone can see. You must open yourself to its mysteries. Tend to its purpose, no matter how wild. And become what the living lands truly needs. Its protector.
The dam falls. The river returns to its source. It is how the land was and should always be.
Makes me feel like this
We
godlike.
want all of them gone. We wish for life to flourish again. Efforts paid in blood. They lie to the earth, to themselves. Death. The dead bear nourishes the pack. We ponder, dream of shifting sands now.
Dude, I mean,
we will speak again.
it's just like shady stuff that she's saying. It doesn't sound like a very good thing for God to be saying. We got some lag going on.